Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Animated Podcast. I am one of the hosts this afternoon, Michael, followed by other host, Kat.
Hello.
And we're going to, at least for a bit, talk about Sonic. Sonic 3, specifically, or you've seen the others, I assume.
Yes, okay, I didn't start with Sonic 3. I do that, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, you actively do that. We had an entire episode about that.
Well, I've changed my ways.
Have you now?
I mean, I only did that with like 2 movies.
I feel like there was a list of things that came out about that.
No, I think it was like
Or was it just that it was all Marvel related stuff?
Yeah, I literally think it was Infinity War and Endgame. Like I only saw those. Like I didn't see.
Now, wasn't also Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, I saw all those.
I thought you saw one of them before the others. I don't know. Whatever.
No. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I didn't see 2. I did 1 and 3, but I didn't see 2. That's what it is.
Yeah, you just jump around.
Yes,
weirdly.
okay. That's what it was. I missed 2, and then Ryan was like, do you want to see 3? And I was like, I missed 2. And he's like, I think you'll be okay. That's what it was. And I was like, no, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, what are you talking about? That's what it was.
Okay.
But so I guess there's jumping, but
Sonic.
Yeah. What did you think?
I really liked it. So I recently also just rewatched 1 and 2 because Kieran had never seen them. Mm-hmm. And I think it was literally like on Sunday we were both just sitting on the couch being like, what do you want to do? And they were like, Sonic? And I was like, fuck it, sure, why not? So then we watched it, and then we were sitting there, and we had nothing else to do, and I was like, Sonic 2? And they were like, yeah, right, fuck it. So then we did Sonic 2.
I really don't remember them. Like, when did they come out?
I shall pull it up. But I remember thinking that Sonic 1 was the weakest, and I actually still hold that belief. But I like it a lot more than I remembered liking Sonic 1. I
remember really liking both of the Sonic movies, and then hearing the great reviews that this one had, I think I was a little disappointed. But granted, I don't remember 1 or 2. I just remember liking them.
2000, 2002, 2004. Or sorry, 2020.
Oh, I was like, what?
2020.
Yes, I got you.
Yeah,
I got
every
you.
2 years.
Yes. So,
which is also insane.
Yeah. So granted, that could like be wrong. Like I could have just thought, yeah, that was good. Like, you know, I don't remember. Like it might not have just been like, I love that. That was great. Like it might have just been like, I enjoyed that. Like I literally can't remember, and I vaguely remember the plot, but I don't really remember anything with that. And then like with this one, I felt like I thought it had strong moments, but I thought it had weak moments. Like I don't know. I know it's a kids movie, so that's what I just kept being like, it's a kids movie. It's a kids movie, and like just like, you know, trying to tell myself, but I just felt like they were just leaning too heavily in it, because you could do a kids movie without having to do those like low hanging like jokes, you know? So I just felt like I think I enjoyed it less, but again, I don't remember, so that might not be true.
Well, all right. So my thing
is you have the advantage that you watched the others as well, so like you.
But it was
really
it was after I watched the third.
Yeah, but you have it like soon enough that you can like know your feelings.
Prior to rewatching them, I was like, my opinion currently still holds true that I think best to worst is 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
But like worst. In this case, like at least in, like for Letterboxd, right? Like at a 5, it's still like a 3.5. Like it is still like a fun movie.
Yeah. I definitely think it's a fun movie.
And then 2, I think, is still equally as fun. Just it's slightly more enjoyable. Like I like Tails being there and Knuckles and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then 3, I think, has better highs but annoying lows.
I think so too, without like really remembering, you know, exactly what happens in those, you know, moments of the other movies. I feel like this movie did have really great highs, but it had some really annoying like moments.
Yeah, every time it kept cutting back to Eggman during the final fight, I was like, guys, please. I was like, if you're gonna do it, please make it a little less slap like slap fighty.
Yeah, like it was so hard to watch, and it was so long.
Yeah.
But I know kids were probably like eating that shit
probably.
up. Like, because
We're not the target audience.
yeah, like, so
Even though we kind of are.
I know, but like not at the same time.
Yeah, it's like very clearly a kids movie, but they're also
Yeah.
like everyone that grew up with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yeah.
You do get your moments.
Yeah. So I haven't talked to my little cousin about it. Just when I was like leaving the house, my aunt was like, "Oh, where are you going?" I said the movie. I said I was gonna go see Sonic, and she's like, "Oh, well, Nikki loved it. He said it was the best movie ever." So like I know that he loved it, but I don't know what specific moments he thought
Right.
was so funny, and everybody he likes fucking Skibbity Toilet and like what, so
Right,
like.
yeah.
So I'll have to specifically ask, like,
Yeah, like
what did you think was?
Yeah, like I partially
Great.
keep wishing that Sonic wasn't like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I also then have to be like, this movie isn't entirely for me.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
these movies, he
yes.
is a child because it is for children.
Yeah.
As much as I would like a more adult Sonic, like in the games, I understand that's just not the audience
Yeah.
anymore.
Exactly. Every time, like, they just had those, like, such annoying jokes or, like, moments. Like, I just kept telling myself, like, it's a kid's movie. It's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing a kid's movie. Like,
but I will say, I
fine.
still think Sonic 3 has the best highs,
yes.
but it also has the worst lows.
Mm-hmm.
Where 1 and 2 are just like pretty fun throughout.
Yeah.
With little moments of like, all right, that was a kind of a stupid
Yeah,
joke.
'cause
But like
I
it's very
don't-
like few.
Again, I don't remember the plot, but I don't remember it being so, like, heavy and emotional. And, like, are there those, like, moments?
1 is to an extent in any kind of kid movie that you would expect, where it's just like Sonic's trying to find his home, kind of like heavy moments.
Yeah.
And then 2 is just like more heavy in terms of just like Knuckles and Sonic dealing with their own shit. Like Sonic's like, I get people hurt. I gotta do this alone. And Knuckles just like being constantly like coming to grips with the fact that he is in the wrong. So like not like super heavy, not, I don't know. Should we just go into spoilers?
Yeah, I mean, we're
Yeah,
just
alright.
talking
Yeah,
about
fair
the
enough.
movie, so.
Spoilers if we need to say it.
Yeah, because, like,
Um,
we're not going to do a whole episode
yeah,
about it,
we're
so
not, yeah.
we're just talking spoilers.
I was just
We're
gonna say, 'cause we've
talking
been
about-
mostly vague at this point.
Yeah, we're just talking about the
yeah.
movie.
But like, I guess it gets kind of heavy with like Maria dying
Yeah.
and everything. Although so it was funny because when me and it was me, Eamon, Colin, and Alex that went to go see it. And we were like, we get why they changed the things they did
Yes.
from Sonic Adventure 2,
I-
where it's not active Maria murder.
Well, I thought that they were still gonna do it,
I
and then
really did too.
that last second, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
but not like but like kind of but like
it's
I get
it's
it.
just governmental mistake
Yeah.
versus no, kill the child. They're stopping us from getting to Shadow. And the fact that like there wasn't the space colony, it was just a thing that he built that went
Yeah.
into space. Because it's like, as Eamon put it, he's like, look, as cool as that would be to see on screen, it's convoluted for children.
Yeah.
We don't need to go back into that whole fucking thing about an arc that they built 50 years ago.
But then again, like we were kids and we were fine.
That's what I also said, but he was like, yeah, but also general audiences.
These
like,
kids are stupid now.
yeah, that and
Skippity
gen-
toilet,
yeah.
like they can't.
And general audiences just like are probably going to question it more than like.
I don't know.
So, but regardless, I mean, I think the changes they made are fine. As
yeah,
much as
I don't
would
think
like,
I don't think it ruined it.
yeah,
or
like I don't like
anything.
as much as I would have liked to see those things.
Yeah.
I'm not walking away from this movie going, it's worse for not seeing them.
Yeah.
Like Maria still dies. I think that's fine. I think that still pushes Shadow where it needs to go.
Yeah.
I think Shadow's like whole kind of story is pretty solid. Also, the coolest dab up of all time, where they just fucking go at it and turn super. And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, this is rad as shit. And you get an like awesome orchestral version of Live and Learn.
I wish it was longer though.
Yeah, it's only
It
like
w-
40 seconds.
I know.
And they
I
kept
thought that
cutting
was.
away
I
from
thought that
it.
was so weird that they did that. Like I especially the part where they cut away, like they just stop it.
Yeah, and then they started over.
Yeah,
again.
and I was like, what's happening here?
I just like that feels like it should have been, because I remember after the movie ended, I went to Spotify. I was like, I'm gonna look up the album.
Oh, you couldn't find it?
No, it was, but I was
okay.
like, maybe it's just longer on the album. But it's
not?
it's also only like 50 seconds on the album.
Oh.
So I was like,
did they not want to pay?
I don't know. But like, I kind of wish that was just like a full like 3 minute
Yeah.
or 250 kind of song, that sequence that was just them fighting shit for a few minutes.
Yeah. So
Like,
they knew from the start, like they weren't gonna do that.
yeah, well, because like the director said, he was like, once we knew we were doing like Sonic Adventure, like we knew we had to put the song in the movie. I was
Yeah.
like, first of all, great mentality,
Mm-hmm.
because everyone thinks, oh, game, we're not touching that. So like, I appreciate that. I appreciate it's there at all, even if it is 40 seconds. Like, I like that they at least took the time to do it. But I do wish it was like a full rendition.
I just think it
And it stuck to the fight.
Yeah.
Instead of cutting away from like the slapstick Eggman thing.
Exactly. Like doing that ruins the moment.
Yeah.
So-
sure did. It really like, it feels like they were like mid fight.
Yeah, it does.
It
They
downshifts.
literally are. So it's like, if you're gonna do that, at least like lower the music. But I guess because they only do have that much time, they literally did have to stop the music.
They played it twice.
Yeah, I think that's why they had to, versus making it lower.
Yeah, I mean,
versus
if I have to
stopping it, I don't
imagine,
know.
like, I would guess there was probably some reason, because it really does feel like a huge tonal shift when it goes from the battle to like Eggman, that like, I don't know, maybe they ran out of budget for the fight, so they couldn't keep it as one broken sequence, or maybe they couldn't get the rights to the song fully, so they can only do a portion.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
You can
Rights
only
are
have
weird.
50 seconds of this song.
I don't question things when it comes to rights, because rights are fucking weird. Like, so many people can have a hand in that, and like in who might own what, and so I don't know. That might not even be the case, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was something, just because again, rights are stupid. Or like maybe if they did something longer, they'd have to pay somebody, and they didn't want to do that.
I think that's more it.
Yeah. But regardless, like, I would imagine something changed it, that like that's why it's not an unbroken sequence.
Yeah.
Whether that's true or not, who's to say? But
Like, I don't
also,
know.
there's so much straight up murder in this movie.
I think I more would have rathered the, if you're gonna break it, don't come back to it kind of thing.
Like, don't play the song again.
Yeah. I think I thought it was just like, what are you doing? Like this.
Yeah, it was
like,
weird
this-
that it just decided to start again.
Yeah, I think it's like moment's over. Like you've already done it. Like
Yeah, you can really only do the needle drop once.
Yeah.
So either have it long,
Yeah.
or don't go back.
exactly.
Or pick a
Like,
different song. I don't know. Fucking hit
exactly.
Shadow's
Like
song.
there's so many songs that they could have just done another one. But it's like,
Yeah.
again, they gotta pay more money, and like, are they gonna do that? No. So
Yeah, well, because they did live and learn twice. Well, if you don't count the replay of it, they did it twice.
they did two versions.
Yeah, because the Maria plays it on acoustic.
Oh, okay.
Like, the song she plays is
Mhm.
that, which I also thought was kind of funny.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. For Anthony for a second thought it was Shadow's theme from the Shadow the Hedgehog game, which I'm forgetting what it is called.
I didn't play
Um,
Shadow's game.
That game is, boy, is it a game.
That's the one where he's on a motorcycle with a
Yeah,
gun.
yeah.
Well, I liked the moment that they
Yeah.
had in there where he,
Also him
don't follow me.
Also, him using his shoes to like make the bike go like super speed.
Yeah.
Rad.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'll never tire of the Akira slide. That
The
move,
Akira slide.
yeah, like when he does that, like turns sideways and slides across the. It's in so many things. I assume you've seen it
I don't know why it's called that. I guess
because it's from the movie Akira.
oh
That's where it started, and then everybody started copying it because it's cool as
oh.
fuck. But I assume you know, like, what I'm. Do you know what
I
I'm
mean,
about, or
I
should pull it
watched
up?
the movie, so I saw it.
Yeah, there's like always compilations of it everywhere, but it's this. But yeah, the Akira slide, like, I'll literally never get tired of it. It is so cool. They also Jordan Peele did it in live action, and in his, like, in what is it? Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It shows up everywhere. There are compilations that are extremely long of just everybody anywhere copying it. It's so cool. And I'll never get tired of seeing it. But yeah, I don't know. The movie, like, it's fun. I think there were also some moments that, like, I feel like normally I would have been like, this is fucking stupid, and I wish it would not be this. But, like, that dance sequence, I was like, this is fun. I don't care. Fuck it. The fact that I'm watching Jim Carrey having to do this twice.
Yeah. I thought that like, so most of the time Jim Carrey was on screen. I like Jim Carrey. I did not enjoy. I did like the dance sequence though. I thought that was one of the good bits.
I can't believe this is the only franchise he comes back to now.
I know. I mean, I did see in the credits that he was like a producer for something. Probably, or a director for something. Yeah, so like he's in it. So
I just think it's funny, like, because he doesn't like sequels.
Yeah.
And also
this one, he's like,
he hasn't done any other movies.
Yeah. I thought the breaking the fourth wall joke was dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, we know.
Yeah.
I thought that was dumb, but I was like, I guess that's for kids because maybe they don't realize kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's probably what it is.
But yeah, like most of the time I felt like I didn't enjoy. I just don't really enjoy his Robotnik.
Rewatching one and two, I actually found that I ended up liking his Robotnik a bit more. I mean, it has its moments where I'm like, all right, guy. Mm-hmm. Why? But I don't know. I feel like he has like a weird, fun like arc to being like a version of Robotnik that nobody wants to like movie accurate Robotnik or game comic accurate Robotnik, which I think is funny.
I just think it's kind of like too slapstick kind of.
Yeah, I mean, especially in this movie, it was way overdone.
It like when he's with all the garbage and like with the fucking burrito, I was like, this is disgusting. And I'm like, I know that's the point, but it's like, it's not even like like funny. Like it's just nasty. Like I don't want to see this. Like
and I also think it's wild that it just so nonchalantly kills Gerald. Like it just the fucking quill to the butt or whatever, and then he just fucking shocks and just gets bug zapper. Yep. And it's just so nonchalant. You're like, that guy is fucking vaporized.
Yep. And they say it.
Yeah. And there's like, anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Made a good bug zapper. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Wild. I also, I don't think we probably would have ever gotten extra movies if the old design was used, but I can't help but think every time I see a new version of the characters how horrifying all of the new ones would be. Like how Knuckles or Tails or Shadow would all look like. Okay, or Amy.
So I don't remember like the last movie, but did Tails' head look too long?
I didn't notice.
I just felt like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I felt like Tails' forehead just looked a little too long. But it wasn't every shot, just sometimes.
I don't know. Maybe it was like a forced perspective thing.
I don't know. I was just like, what's going on with your forehead? But again, like I don't remember the last movie. Yeah. But I don't remember ever thinking that there was anything wrong with Tails. So I was just like, is there something going on here? But
there's nothing I noticed.
Nobody said anything. Yeah. So I was like, I guess it's me. But I was just like, what the hell's going on?
I do love though that
weird.
Tails is the only one of them that's actually voiced by a voice actor. By their voice actor.
Is it the original?
Well, I mean, they've changed a lot. Yeah, she's been the voice of Tails for the last like 10 years.
Because I was also thinking that like Tails is the only one that sounds like Tails, but I thought that Keanu Reeves did like a really good job. It does just sound like Keanu though. I didn't think that it was too Keanu though. Like you can tell it's him. But I didn't think that it was like Chris Pratt. Like this is Chris Pratt doing Chris Pratt whatever.
Did you get like the vibe though that like it feels like this Shadow was like way older than everybody else?
Yes, and that did bug me sometimes, specifically when he was laying with Maria under the stars. It was a little jarring.
Yeah.
Maria, do you think I'm dangerous? And I was just like, you were 60 years old. It was a little bit jarring, but most of the time it didn't bug me. It was just kind of, oh, edgelord, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
But specifically there, I was like, okay.
You are definitely elder
Yes.
man Keanu Reeves.
Yes. So I think he needed to lighten his voice a little bit there.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like obviously you can tell it's him, but I didn't think it was too much that it's like,
Yeah, generally I thought
hello,
it was
I'm famous actor being
Keanu Reeves.
famous actor.
I did generally think it was fine, but
Yeah.
for the most part I kept being like, it would be kind of cool though if you were a voice actor.
I agree, but I
think
know
that was Sonic and Knuckles too.
Yes.
As much as I think Idris Elba does a great job,
Yeah.
again, I'm just like, it'd be cool though if you guys were voice actors.
Yeah. I agree, definitely. And again, I don't remember this happening with the other movies, but I didn't really enjoy Sonic's voice. Like, I don't remember being annoyed with it in the other ones. I was like, okay, this is just Sonic's new voice. But for some reason in this one, I was like, I wish you had a different voice. Like, I kind of just wish this was not your voice.
I do kind of wish that he like aged up his voice a little.
Because you watched it. He sounds exactly the same
yeah.
every day. Because that's
For the
just
most
what
part,
the
yeah, he
guy
sounds-
sounds like.
Yeah. For the most
Yeah.
part, he sounds exactly
Okay.
the same. But yeah, I mean, they did a bunch of game homages, which I thought were fun. The whole like no in-flight movie thing where they jump out of the helicopter. Kind of really wanted him to grab a piece of the helicopter and fucking surfboard down the.
I liked their little moment where they're holding each other. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, they did the thing.
And then they have their unnecessary conflict where they're like, we need the emerald again.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, sure.
Well, I was like, is he really not going to give it to him? I was just like, how the fuck else is he going to do this? Like,
I mean, to be fair, they made a vow not to do it. And Knuckles would be the
but-
exact person to be like, no, we said we're
I
not
know,
gonna.
but I was like, he literally isn't going to be able to do it without it. So I was like, what the fuck? Oh, and then I thought it was so dumb that it like the
Bet he gave it to the cop.
yeah.
Yeah, I
was
get that they're like playing up.
really?
Yeah, they're like playing up Knuckles' like naivete, but like
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be so serious about protecting
Yes.
that like,
And then that he was just playing fucking hockey. I was like,
yeah.
go fuck yourself. I was like, this is the worst joke of them all. I was just like, this is so
Yeah.
not the worst joke of them. I really hated the fucking fight sequence with the fucking robotics.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is stupid. I was like, why'd you guys write this? Like, I don't know what would have been better. The dog would have been better. Having it with the dog would have been much better.
Actually, yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Like the dog like buried it somewhere and he had to like go find it.
Like, or just a doghouse in the back.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been much better than the hockey. Like,
Yeah, I don't. It
know.
feels. Yeah, I don't know. It felt kind of odd that like, because it feels like Knuckles would be so much more serious about it.
yeah. I also didn't recognize who he was until he started talking. I thought it was, I thought it was like a famous hockey player that they placed into the movie, and I was like, who the fuck is this?
No, I'm very happy that he keeps getting less and less in the movies.
Yeah. Once he started talking, I was like, oh man, it's this guy. I was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah. Trying to think. I don't know what else. I mean, there were some lines that I thought were kind of fucking stupid. The Konnichiwa like line. I was like,
I didn't mind that one. I was like, kids will eat that up.
I did like that Chow Garden was just a
liked
restaurant
it.
in Japan. I was like, yeah, that feels accurate.
I liked that one a lot.
I was like, yeah, if you're ever gonna do the chow, sure.
But I was like, but where's my cream?
There's my cream and cheese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, please. I was just, but okay. So
We're getting Amy.
do you think that Cream will be there?
I don't know.
Big the Cat, Team Rose.
I'm if I assume that it'll be Amy and Rouge.
Cream, give me Cream the rabbit, please.
But I thought Amy looked great.
Yeah.
And I was saying this when they cast Kirsten Ritter, that when I was like, or Kristen Ritter, she's just random person B. But like, I know she shows up more in the movie than random person B. But like, her character really doesn't matter. I was like, man, she would have been way better as Rouge. Like, why do you have her in this movie as random military person? We don't like that. Doesn't really contribute to the movie at all. She would have been way more better as like a voice for Rouge than anything else.
But do you think that Rouge will do you think that they'll give her like more appropriate clothing? Do you think that they'll make her look like what route?
No. They everyone else has been very accurate. I imagine they're just gonna.
You don't think they're worried?
What are they gonna be cowards and not make the bat sexy?
Yeah.
No, because maybe they'd give her like a Black Widow full suit, but that'd still probably be enough for people.
Yeah.
But like, because they can't change. I don't know. I feel like it'd be weird if they like decide, like, because then it would be to everybody else, you actively decided not to make this thing that, and like
so it's like pointing it out.
Yeah, and that feels like you're pointing it out more than anything else.
But like, it's not like the kids will know.
Yeah, but like,
So.
I don't know. Give me the sexy bat.
I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering what.
Because every other female Sonic character has nothing to them. They're all just random animal person. It's only Rouge the Bat, which is funny. That I can think of, at least.
Yeah.
Because Amy and Cream are both in... Well, Cream's a child, so... Amy's in a dress that, like...
Because I think Cream's, like, 6 years old.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cream's a child.
Yeah.
I know Sally exists, but she's, like, a squirrel.
Isn't she actually supposed to be Sonic's girlfriend?
I think that's old comic stuff.
Like, I think that...
But yes.
He's not actually ever been with Amy. Like, it's not actually ever been a confirmed thing that he's been with her. But
I don't think
Sally,
he's ever been with anybody, though.
No, he's actually been with Sally. I'm, like, almost sure that this is, like, a thing. And he's been with someone else, too. Princess Sally Acorn?
Yeah.
They were married.
That probably sounds about right. Let's see. Sonic has dated Amy.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Apparently.
I didn't know if that actually ever... That it was, like, confirmed them together.
Possibly Blaze.
I thought Blaze was always with Silver.
Stealing
women over here. Which, do you think that will be Sonic 5?
Maybe. Bunny the Rabbit, Mina Mongoose.
No, he's never with Mina Mongoose. Mina Mongoose has a crush on him. There's somebody else.
Well, it says that they've had small dates.
Interesting, because there's like a love triangle, and then Mina Mongoose just likes him. She confesses her feelings.
She eventually settled for a male version of herself named Ash.
What? Mina Mongoose?
Yeah.
Oh, that's her manager. That's Mina Mongoose's manager. Ash the Mongoose.
You know more about Sonic than I expected you to know. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Who the fuck is this? Is there a picture of this person? Yeah. I do know what this person. Okay.
I miss the shows. I miss Sonic Underground.
Fiona Fox.
I don't know who that is.
Apparently Sally Acorn was like a will they won't they, went on dates, break off kind of thing throughout the comics. But yeah, Sonic gets around.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the hero, I guess, you know. He's saving a lot of people all the time.
Yeah.
And also, the games never make you feel like he actually gives a shit about Amy, so... Except for Sonic CD. Because the entire game is about saving Amy.
Oh. I don't think I know that one.
It's a Sega Genesis thing, because you get to the end of the game and Amy's, like, captured, and you rescue her from the planet, and then it has...
They just pull a Mario?
Essentially, yeah. Except it has, like... Sonic CD is, like, one of the coolest Sonic games because of the animation that it has for the beginning and end of the game. It's just really pretty, and it also has the best Sonic song of all time, Sonic Boom. But yeah, Sonic sleeps around. Bit of a man whore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess now we'll see this Sonic interacting with seemingly a badass Amy.
I'm hoping, because they can't just bring in one character per movie, right? Like, I mean, they're gonna milk this. They're gonna keep releasing.
Well, they brought
movies.
in 2 for the second.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not gonna be just one. they're gonna keep going, right? So it's not gonna just be Amy. So my hope, Team Rose, she's been here. She didn't just get here, she's been here. And she's been in a hideout with Cream and Big the Cat.
But who cares about, well...
Me! I do!
What, did you just love Sonic Heroes?
Yes!
Okay. Well, yeah, but like if we're talking Sonic Heroes, we need fucking EO10
Charmy B?
Gamma and no, that's Charmy. Fuck Charmy.
What were the other
ones?
ones?
What is it? SBO?
Yeah, SBO and what's the crocodile? Yeah.
I don't remember what the gator's
Fuck,
called.
what is it with the chain? What is that one's name? What's his name? Like I can literally see him. What's his name?
What the hell was their team name? Do you remember?
No, I never played that one.
No?
No, I was always Team Rose.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, I played through all of them.
No.
Let's see. What do we got here?
They do make you switch though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of thought they made you play as each one. SBO the Chameleon, Charmy B, and Vector the
Vector.
Crocodile.
Yeah, the DJ.
From Knuckles Chaotix.
I don't think that's way too many characters at once. It'll blow little children's minds. I can't do that. So I'm hoping.
Give me E102 Gamma and Rouge the Bat. I don't care.
They'll give.
Just give me Rouge the Bat. Actually, I want to see if they make her sexy or not.
So
because I'm so curious how studios will be like, we can't do this or can do this.
Yeah.
Because it's the same question with Lola Bunny when they were making the sequel to Space Jam. They're like, are they going to make her hot or not? And I think they keep her in like regular or like baggy clothes.
So she's not sexy?
I don't think. I don't remember.
They unsexied her.
I guess I can look it up. I don't remember.
I need to know. Because if they unsexied her, there's no hope.
I mean, look, I guess there's probably I mean, yes.
Let me see.
Hold on. Do you want to load anytime soon? Please. I mean, like, she's not wearing skimpy clothes anymore. She's wearing regular clothes. So
she's fine.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, I think it's that versus like what people, I guess, would argue is like one versus the other. Like one is
definitely a difference.
One is inherently trying to be.
Yeah. I get you. They definitely unsexied her, but I don't think if you're for that, it's definitely not. Actually, no. I mean, if you're for that, I guess you would be upset about that. So I don't know.
So now we have to find out about Rouge.
Yeah. Well, because Shadow's still alive.
Yeah.
Rouge is a great possibility.
Yeah, but especially because normally she works for Gun, and he has that whole problem with Gun. So like that'd be a whole thing.
My hopes for Cream, but I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think she's got a great fan base.
No, but I mean, I guess you're kind of right that like if there could be a possibility of using.
And
Cream
also,
and Big,
lots of people don't like Big the Cat. I don't specifically like Big the Cat.
Most people hate Big the Cat because it was fucking missions in the Sonic Adventure
Froggy. Just listen to
that. Nothing has made me hate my life more than doing any of those missions as a kid and when I go to replay those games. I usually skip him.
Like, there's nothing specific that I like about Big the Cat, but I've never disliked him. But I know that there's lots of hate for it. Specifically,
Sonic Adventure 1 really put a dent in him.
The Game Grumps videos at any time that they talk about Big the Cat. So funny. But so like I feel like they might not want to touch it.
I don't think that would stop them from
I
doing
could see them doing not Team Rose and adding Cream. And then
yeah, I mean, I feel like they might want actual chows because
that's
merchandise.
That's true too.
So also mostly because I want real chows.
Well, because also Why am I blanking? Sonic X.
Yeah.
No,
Oh God, not Chris.
I'm not saying anything. With him.
I was like, please no.
Cream was in that,
Yeah.
so
Everybody was in that.
that's not true.
There were a lot of people in that.
Big the Cat's not in that.
Yeah, he is.
When?
In the very first episode.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember
When
that.
but right before they get teleported, when the machine explodes, there's the giant light, and Big the Cat's like, huh?
Oh, okay. I guess I wouldn't remember that.
I
But, like,
rewatched that. I've seen that
oh.
first episode so many times because I own the Game Boy Advanced cartridge of Sonic X, which only has the first episode on it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna rewatch it now, just so I can see. Go, huh?
Literally, I don't think he shows up ever again. I think that's it.
Well, because he's not teleported, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think he's encapsulated in it.
No, I think
I
he stays back. He's gotta hold down the fort.
Yeah, you know, he's gotta make sure that that somebody's protecting the place they're from.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but so
Now I'm gonna look up and see if he actually does show up anywhere else.
I don't think so. I mean, granted, I haven't watched.
Like I haven't
Sonic
seen that
X.
show in forever. I don't think I got to the part where Shadow shows up.
No, I mean, I haven't watched that show in like 15 years. So
I think I was literally watching it when it was coming out. So
yeah, I mean, I did start a rewatch, I think 15 years ago, which is why I say 15 years ago, because it was coming out, I think, earlier than that. But I want to say I was rewatching it like 15 years ago. So I don't specifically
fun fact:
remember.
Big is the first character to show up in Sonic X. Apparently,
Goes there.
he was the first one to show up in that entire show. Apparently.
Does he meet Chris?
Oh right, yeah, because I think
Is he at the pool?
No. I think that's true because I think it starts with Big fishing and then the noises happen and he turns and then it cuts to Sonic attacking the base and then the explosion happens and then it cuts back to him looking at the explosion. So I think he shows up twice in the first episode.
But so he is there.
I don't know if he shows up after that.
What the fuck is happening? I'm gonna rewatch it tonight. I need to know now. Who made Sonic X? Can I pick that as my next pick?
He does. He does show up in multiple
Does that
episodes.
count as anime? Can that be my next pick?
I think it's technically made by a Japanese studio.
Yeah, I think it was dubbed. So like, can it count? Can I pick Sonic X? They have way too many episodes, don't they?
I'm pretty sure that show went on for a very long time.
God damn it!
But he's in multiple episodes. So Big the Cat is a recurring character.
So maybe they'll touch Big the Cat. Who would voice Big the Cat? What famous actor do you think they'd get? Okay, let's play a fun game. Who's Rouge the Bat? Who's Amy? Because they haven't.
I would have
there's
still.
no one.
Kristen Ritter would have been great for Rouge.
Who do we think?
I kind of want Amy to be the voice actress.
Hmm.
Like the voice actress for Amy, like.
Oh, the real one.
Yeah.
We're not playing that game.
Okay.
We're playing the game
Just
of
a famous person that they
famous
pick.
person who is.
Hey Anthony, who do you think? Famous person? Who do you think they would get for Amy and Rouge the Bat?
Well, I wanted Kristen Ritter as Rouge the Bat.
That's what I also
They
said.
fucking casted her as fucking lady.
Lady.
They really did just waste her in that movie. But
Technically, they still could use her.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe she got hurt.
But
She's got
anyway,
put in the
that's
bat
all-
body.
yeah, that's
but
all we're
Anthony, who
doing.
we got?
Okay. Rouge the Bat. Anna de Armas.
Okay.
Who's that?
Ana de Armas?
Yeah.
Ana de Armas.
Maybe I'll recognize her face. I'm not good with actor
And then
names.
who's the other one?
Amy.
Rose, of course.
Yeah.
Amy Rose, of course. Kaylee Cuoco.
I don't know if I know who that one
Harley
is.
Quinn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
I don't think I can hear that. I have no idea who this person is.
You
She was on Big Bang Theory.
no, Ana
I
de
don't
Armas.
know.
Uh,
I don't know who.
2049.
I didn't see that.
James Bond.
Nope,
Yep.
didn't see that. I have no idea who this person is.
also in Knives
No.
Out.
I haven't seen any of these things.
I
I don't know what she sounds like. I don't know.
It's just wild. All right.
I don't watch action.
Blonde.
What?
Sigourney Weaver as Rouge. Well, I mean, Shadow's also a 60-year-old man, so
That's what I'm.
Sigourney Weaver as sex. Sigourney Weaver as the sexy bat.
You know, let me just join out.
You could just yell loud enough and the mic will pick you up.
Yeah, we'll just share the mic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anyone as I think and ponder?
I'm trying to think. Okay, well, so how Amy's like 2 years younger than Sonic?
I don't know. I've never thought about the ages of Sonic
I
characters.
think that's right. Because I'm
Except that I know Cream
Well-
is a child.
well, so I'm trying to think of like
Tails is also usually young.
I'm trying to think of what like voice, like what they're trying to go for, right?
Amy should just be like upbeat and cheery, and Rouge just needs to be sexy. Just those are the two parameters
12.
of those voice. They're fake creatures.
I know. I'm just saying in case that helps you come up
but
with someone.
Shadow is
60.
If you cut out the in cryo for 50 years, he's also like
60.
12. So
That's why Keanu was perfect.
the parameters are essentially happy, cheerful voice and sexy.
All right. Who's famous enough that they were like, we need them name Amy Rose.
I'm gonna like go through movies I've seen.
That's a good idea. IMDb. Let's see who's charting.
Who's charting?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fairly good way to do it. Lily Rose Depp Rouge. Or Amy. Amy Rose, Lily Rose
No,
Depp.
maybe they'll do her as Rouge because she's sexy.
No, Sydney Sweeney as Rouge.
Sweetie as Rouge. Oh my god. Who are these people?
And then Rouge is modeled after Sydney Sweeney.
Who are these people? I don't know who any of these people are.
It'd be ridiculously funny though if it was like Sydney Sweeney. Honestly, I think she'd do it. She was in Madam Web. She's done worse.
Yeah, that's true.
And these movies go good. Go good? Yeah, sure, whatever. That's
Nicole
English.
Kidman as Rouge the Bat.
I was also thinking about that because I was like, every time
Yeah, they're shortening it. Have you noticed?
well, they made like 3 more that were like varying
Yeah,
lengths.
yeah.
But also, they have 4 ads in front of AMC movies now.
I know. I'm like, just bring back Nicole Kidman's whole ad, and I'm fine.
They have the
Coca-Cola ad.
Well, they have the Coca-Cola ad. They have the
Also-
version of the movie that you're watching, laser,
Well,
IMAX, whatever.
Oh my God, who's the voice actor that they have his voice like this in whatever day? Like, that doesn't make me want to see a movie. Like,
Yeah.
what is this?
And then it's the whatever the popular movie that's coming out where it's like, please silence your phones or whatever, and you're like, guys, please, for the love of God. Who was the voice of Coraline?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I know it's like a famous person, but
Ariana Grande as Amy Rose.
I think I'd shoot myself. Who the hell was the voice of
Anya
Coraline?
Taylor-Joy as Amy Rose. That
Dakota
one's
Fanning.
possible.
Dakota Fanning was the voice of
that
Coraline.
I can see that actually.
If she could like still pull off that kind of vibe,
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be kind of a fun Amy.
Uh-huh.
Especially since I feel like the vibe of this Amy seems like she might be a bit like no nonsense to start.
That's why they're gonna make it Anya Taylor-Joy.
But would
That's
Anya
good.
Taylor-Joy lower herself to this?
They're gonna pull a Princess Peach.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. She was right. So she would lower herself to this.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, but she can't be 2.
Sure can.
Yeah, she sure can.
And they would, and they'd put the name up there.
I still
That
think
one's a good one.
I still think it's wild that we've been getting these movies every 2 years.
Scarlett Johansson as Amy Rose. That's it. No, Rouge.
No, I
She's
was gonna
better
say
for
she beat
Rouge.
Rouge.
Well, because I was thinking of her in Sing. So like the voice kind of not that it was too young. It's not 12 years old, but it was kind of like upbeat and stuff. She was the porcupine.
Knuckles is also a child and is Idris Elba.
That's true.
So
That's
I don't know why you're
No, but
factoring in the
I think
child.
maybe he's like 16, I think. So I don't know. But so I was thinking kind of like the upbeat. So I was like, yeah, like that could work. But
I don't want
Rouge.
Scarlett Johansson as voice actor anymore. I need her to stop being a
I
voice actor.
I think ScarJo as Rouge could work.
I don't think she's a very good voice actress. I think
I'm
she
just
needs to
saying
stop.
the name. That's they can stick it on. They can stick it on there.
They already have enough big names. I don't.
That has never stopped them.
That's true.
It has never stopped them.
Take Kristen Ritter anyway. Make her Rouge. I don't care.
Okay, I'm giving up on this now because I've put out some good guesses. Now, who's Big the Cat?
Seth Rogen.
Honestly, good guess. I think-
Jack Black.
No, not Jack Black.
Am I wrong?
Jesus Christ.
That feels like the vibe of those people.
I don't know if they would do Jack Black because I think that.
Because they only have like one line. It would just be Froggy.
But that's why I think that like Jack Black would change the character too much because I think they'd want him talking too much, you know?
I don't know. Vin Diesel can do Groot.
Vin Diesel as Big the Cat.
Just him saying Froggy.
Yeah. Honestly.
Dude, just pitch down family. Just
I don't know.
Vin Diesel
I
as
think
Big
for
the Cat.
for Creed maybe they would get an actual child.
They could also just get the voice actors for Cream. Again, they pulled off a voice actor for Tails. I feel like it's not too out of the realm of possibility.
I'm kind of surprised that they did that, to be honest, instead of just
I have no
doing-
idea how that became about, but I'm very happy about it.
I think maybe they just tried like they tried like regular actors and then they just stared at Tails and then they like listened to like the dubbing of all the options that they had and they were like, man, that looks like shit. Like they're just like that won't do. And then
they had to concede to the voice actor.
I honestly think so.
Honestly,
Don't
yeah.
you?
That probably
Because
feels like it'd be accurate.
if every other person is just this wildly famous person, well, I mean, Sonic, I don't think he's a famous actor, but I don't think he's
Ben Schwartz, I think.
yeah, but he's not wildly famous, right?
He's fairly
He's
well
like
known.
a TV actor.
Yeah.
So he's not like wildly. What was he on Community? I don't know.
know.
It's a show I haven't. Arrested Development. It's like one of those.
I don't know.
It's one of those shows I haven't seen, but like I know it's a popular show. Like so he is famous, but I don't think it's to the same level as the
Keanu
other.
Reeves or Idris Elba.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Ben Schwartz, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in quite a few stuff.
No, he's definitely famous. Like I'm not saying he's a nobody or anything. He's not. He's famous.
Parks and Rec.
That's it. Yeah. It's like it's one of those popular shows that people love, but I just haven't seen. So he.
When are we getting Sonic 4? Oh, we don't have a release date yet.
2
I feel like
years.
that's also going to be,
It's just
I
to be
just-
in 2 years.
Again,
Just
it's
assume.
just madly impressive that they keep getting them out. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess they already built the models. It's probably pretty easy to just kind of base off that.
I didn't say this, but I kind of find the family annoying.
But I love James Marsden.
I know that they need them because like it's a kids movie. They're like
Yeah.
family, like
It'd be nice if they fully got rid of the humans, but like,
I find them so boring, and every time that they're on screen, I'm like, ugh.
I think
Go
they were.
away.
I think in this movie they especially felt out of place. But like,
I'm gonna rewatch Sonic X, and I'll tell you how I feel about Chris. But I don't remember feeling
Chris.
that humans specifically don't feel right. But I just feel like they don't feel right. Like it just doesn't.
I remember fucking hating Chris even as a kid. So
I don't know why. I never hated Chris. I liked Chris. So like, I'll see if
You would.
still. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'll see if I still feel that way because maybe it was just like a child thing, like. I'll see if I still feel that way. Maybe he'll piss me up. He was kind of bratty, like.
Chris was just annoying.
But
the fuck was Chris?
his parents didn't give a fuck about him. I feel bad for him. Like,
Well, I wouldn't give a fuck about him if he was my kid either. Fuck Chris.
Damn. Like, I remember hating his parents. They just didn't give a fuck. So,
Fuck was
but
that
oh,
dude's name?
maybe the difference is
Chris Thorndike. That's what his name
I did
was.
not even know he had a last name. I guess it makes
I
sense.
knew it was stupid.
Because you know his parents are famous actors. No, I think one's a director, one's
Also,
an
there were
actor.
78 episodes.
I'm picking it. We're gonna watch it. So like I guess it makes sense because I think one's a director, one's an actor. Maybe both of them are actors. I don't fucking know. So I guess it makes sense that he has the last name because they're
Chris
famous.
Thorndike.
But
What a name.
maybe the difference is because he's a kid, it like fits in more, and then because they're like adults, it like
Yeah, but they're his parents.
it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't like it.
They're his parents.
I don't
He calls him dad.
I did, but to your point, like, especially this movie.
Yeah, it felt like they had
they are
really nothing
so
to
out
do
of
in the
place.
movie. Yeah.
Like
What did they really do?
they were the hologram thing, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah,
More just be in the way.
yeah. I mean, look, I love James Marsden, so I'm like, I'm glad he's getting that bag. He also could totally still be Cyclops, and I'd be totally happy with it.
Like,
But yeah, they're kind of like whatever. I do
I
think
wonder
it's funny
how much
though.
they were paid for this because they were barely in it. A lot.
Yeah, they're probably still getting a good amount. Of money.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny though, because in Sonic 2, there's like a bit where, like, during like the wedding stuff, there's the hot guy that the sister is marrying, who's like ripped. He's just like jacked, and they're like playing volleyball or whatever, and they're all shirtless, and James Marsden's on like shirts. And he's the fiance is on skins or whatever, and he's just like hanging out with his buddies. They're all fucking jacked and like flexing and everything. And then the fiance runs over to James is like, hey man, like we gotta get that workout in, right? And he's like, yeah, and like flexes, and then James Marsden's like, yeah man, and flexes, and he has like he's shredded.
He's also
yeah,
shredded.
and he's like, what am I doing? Oh, God, this sucks.
And it doesn't work because he's also just
like
ripped. Yeah.
But like you can't really tell. You just see him flex, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I love James Marsden. Yeah, but I don't know. The Sonic movies, at the end of the day, are just fun.
Yeah.
The worst thing I think this movie did mostly was just that I wish it didn't cut away from that final fight. I wish we got a 2:30, 3-minute song.
Yeah.
Even if
I
it
wish
wasn't,
they just paid for it.
Like even if it wasn't all of Live and Learn, like if it started and then like kind of went
Yeah.
into just a straight orchestral
Yeah.
something.
They just make this. I literally just think it's because they didn't have enough of it, and like that's why they just had to cut away,
Yeah.
and then that's why they restarted it because they didn't have enough of it.
Because like
so.
when that did hit, it was fucking rad.
I know. Well, that like I was excited that they did it. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
yes,
And then it just like you
Stopped.
Yeah, stopped.
stopped.
Straight up was going, fourth gear into reverse and just
Yeah.
fucking ripped the transmission out of the car.
Yeah, no. Like when the movie first started, I was like, oh no. Am I gonna dislike this movie? Like I don't remember what the jokes were like at the beginning, but I was like, this shit's annoying. Like I really wasn't enjoying it at the beginning. But then it got like more into it. And I was like, oh okay, no, we're fine.
I was telling, I think it was Anthony, where I was like, all right, Sonic 4. I need them to so I need the president of the United States, A, to show up.
Mm-hmm.
B, I need it to be Obama. Just playing the president of the United States.
Uh-huh.
That way, A, they could deliver the meme of, oh, you mean the Chaos Emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I need him to have a picture of Sonic and Shadow on his desk. Just like in Shadow the Hedgehog. And I just need it to be actually Obama playing the president. Because I want that meme, and I think it would be so fucking funny.
The only thing is,
It would be some kind of political statement, and they wouldn't want that.
I wasn't even gonna say that.
Oh.
I was just like, I think Obama would have to be a fan, like, for him to do it, because I don't think they'd pay the money for it. Like, I just, I just don't think that they didn't pay for Live and Learn to have, the whole thing. I don't think that they'd pay.
God, it'd be so
For Obama.
fucking funny if Obama showed up as the president of the United States, delivered meme, and also had the picture on his desk, and like caresses it, and he's like, they were so good. I don't remember what the fuck the president says in Shadow the Hedgehog, but it's still funny that he has a picture of Shadow and Sonic on his desk.
Unless, do you think there's like some rule that he can't?
Probably. I don't know if any president has ever been
Yeah.
minus pre-presidency.
Like maybe they're not allowed to play the president in something because, you know, they're not the president, like, you know, like, and then that causes some sort of issue or something because now it's in some sort of media or something, and like,
I don't know. I mean,
could
there's
see
probably some weird rules
I
about
could see
stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah.
But also,
Maybe they could just have a lookalike. Would that be good enough for you?
I don't know. I think it'd be way funnier if it was actually
Yes,
Obama.
but I just don't think it could happen. So would that suffice?
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll take it if it's all that I could
Especially
get.
because so many people can do an Obama
Oh,
impression.
for sure.
Like,
But like, if it was, but it'd just be so much funnier if it was actually Obama. Like, I think that would make the movie. I think it'd be the greatest movie of all time if they got actually Obama and did all of that.
Maybe they could just get a really good lookalike.
I don't know. I'm just saying, if I were head of movie studios, I'd be trying to make some moves.
Well, you have 2 years.
Yeah.
Go make
I
some
need to
moves.
go get in that room.
Yeah. Go.
Guys, I have a great pitch for you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah. How did you get in here?
It doesn't matter. I need you to cast Obama as the president in Sonic 4. Why? Okay, so there's this
I think
meme.
you gotta work for 5. I think it might be too late for 4. I feel like they're already like writing it and like.
No. They can get it in there. It could be a 2-second scene.
I can't believe we talked about Sonic for this whole episode.
We did. We really did.
We're just gonna briefly talk about. I mean, we talked about games and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, but I'm impressed.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, still one of my probably my favorite Sonic game.
Sonic Heroes.
Also fun, but I don't think I've replayed that game ever.
I mean,
replayed Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure.
I
2
also
Battle a lot.
haven't, but it's also just because I don't have a PS2 to play it on. So.
Mine was on GameCube.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I don't have a GameCube anymore, but I have a Wii. So, anyway, that was our Sonic talk. So thanks for watching this week's episode of the Vaguely Animated Podcast. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, review, share a Cat the Moonstar on Twitch. You have 4 weeks to watch Frieren, A Journey's End. I think that's the full name. So get on that. It's on Crunchyroll. There's a dub. It's 28 episodes, though. So get started. And we will see you guys next week for whatever it is we talk about.
Bye.